Rampage Jackson is in deep trouble. The 25-year-old son of former UFC champion Quinton Rampage Jackson shocked the wrestling world after a violent outburst at a KnockX Pro Wrestling event in Los Angeles. So Raja was invited by his friend AJ Manas, a wrestler performing on the card that night for KnockX Pro Wrestling, so he was only there to support his friend. AJ then took Raja to the back to meet some of the wrestlers he already knew, the ones he was actually familiar with. At first, everything seemed normal, just friends, laughs, and introductions. And that's when Syko Stu decided to make his move. He walked up behind Raja, puffed his belly out, planted his hands on his hips, just trying to steal some camera time. Syko Stu thought that Raja was one of the wrestlers, and since he spotted Raja's cameraman, he assumed this was all part of their act. But Raja? Completely unfazed. He didn't care. He kept talking with the guys, brushing off Stu's antics. That's when Stu pushed it further, deciding to take matters into his own hands. Syko Stu then took a can of beer and slammed it over Raja's head. The worst part is that Raja was still recovering from a concussion he'd suffered just days earlier, after taking a spinning kick during light sparring. What he thought was a harmless bit for the crowd turned into the spark that lit a dangerous fire. While Raja got extremely mad at Syko, Andre and the other pro wrestlers quickly stepped in to calm him down. They pulled him aside, trying to cool the situation before it got worse. They warned Syko Stu directly, telling him that Raja wasn't part of the roster, that this wasn't a storyline. After Syko Stu was warned, that's when he apologized to Raja. But Raja wasn't taking it. Stu apologized a second time, but Raja still didn't accept it. He wasn't in the mood for forgiveness, not after being blindsided with a beer can while still nursing a concussion. That's when one of the wrestlers stepped in with a suggestion. Instead of letting things blow up backstage, he proposed that Raja could get his payback the right way, by stepping into the ring during Syko's match. The idea was simple. Let Raja have his moment. Let him give Stu a taste of his own medicine, but in front of the crowd where it would look like part of the show. And Syko Stu completely agreed to it. Raja, along with the other wrestlers, also agreed to one important condition. Rampage Jackson, Raja's father, wasn't to be involved. The last thing anyone wanted was for this small incident to reach Rampage and explode into something much bigger. So once it was clear how Raja will get his payback, he went and took a seat in the VIP section, blending in with the fans. The plan was simple. Once Stu got into and started his normal fights, one of the workers would tap Raja on the back. That would be his signal or the green light for him to enter the ring and give Syko Stu the payback he deserved. While Raja was seated in VIP, waiting for the worker to give him the signal, something unexpected happened. His father, Rampage Jackson, was watching his stream. The chat was blowing up. Fans kept leaving comments about what had gone down backstage and how Raja had been attacked by Syko Stu. Rampage didn't like what he was seeing. He decided to pick up the phone and call Raja directly, demanding to know what was going on. Raja answered, but instead of telling the truth, he lied. He told Rampage that everything was fine, that he was just at a pro wrestling show, supporting his friend AJ, and everything was cool. Rampage wasn't fully convinced, but Raja knew he couldn't let his father get involved. This was his problem, his payback, and tonight, he had to handle it himself. While Raja sat in the VIP seats waiting for the signal, his live stream was still running. But instead of hyping him up, the chat turned on him. Comment after comment flooded in, calling him a fake crush-out for not telling his father the truth about what really happened. Each comment hit harder than the last, and you could see the anger building in Raja's face. The more they called him out, the more his pride burned. After waiting for some time, Raja finally felt the tap on his shoulder. That was the signal. It was time to make his move. Raja stormed down to the ring, his cameraman right behind him, capturing every second. The moment he slid under the ropes, it was like a switch flipped. Raja went straight into God mode. First, he picked Syko Stu up and slammed him hard onto the mat. The crowd exploded, not even realizing this wasn't part of the script. Then Raja unleashed, hammering Stu with punch after punch, not giving him a second to breathe. The shots were so brutal, so relentless, that within moments, Stu was completely out cold, unconscious in the middle of the ring. That's when the other wrestlers stepped in for real. They grabbed Raja, calmed the crowd as best they could, and walked him straight out of the venue. The event had spiraled into chaos, and Raja was right at the center of it. And the craziest part? Everything that went down was caught in 4K. Raja wasn't just at the event. He was live streaming, with his cameraman capturing every second from start to finish. Meanwhile, Rampage Jackson kept seeing comments flood his own stream about something happening with his son. So Rampage decided to check the video for himself. And that's when he saw it. Raja had actually beaten down Syko Stu live in front of everyone. Rampage was stunned. What was supposed to be just another night supporting a friend had spiraled into absolute chaos. Moments later, Rampage went on to post about the situation. He made it clear he wasn't happy with what he saw, calling out the incident and letting everyone know that Raja should have never been put in that position in the first place. His post immediately blew up, sparking debates online. Some people backed Raja, saying he was just defending himself, while others criticized him for taking things way too far. What do you think? Was Raja right for standing up for himself, or was this a huge mistake that could come back to haunt him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this situation is far from over.